Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is fighting your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the inside. They get him stopped after he pick up a 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Using his legs, it's Murray. Got enough for the first down. Headed to the end zone. And he
about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... Five-yard line.
Ready, set.
Going right to work up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pulls it in, it's late. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that inthrow.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for room. It's Gentry. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running the red zone. It's late. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Prescott. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To pass. That's caught. It's Carney. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. to the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got him wide open.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 13 to Ohio. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the marker. It's Prescott. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Gentry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the shot. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. And the defense got to it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going for it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
DB's right up on the receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Carney. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
On target to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna take a shot. He's got it right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And no signal yet from the officials, but I didn't see much of a surge from this offensive front, and I think he's going to be denied. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Murray. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? We're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Carney. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Carney. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. He's got an open man. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. That's reeled in. It's Prescott. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Murray.
Man, we've seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy time and time again has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think.
Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Under fire. Complete to the left. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The give from the gun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in. because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.